Hello good people who may have seen my air guitar video that I did a few years ago, completely by accident, while traveling Europe. Kind of started as a way of occupying myself while traveling, and then became something bigger. I'm looking at some stage traveling USA, LA to New York, and I figure if I'm going to do that purely for the fun of it, I might as well do some air guitar as well. So I started buzzing where would be some good places to do air guitar, some great monuments and great scenes, some real typical places, I guess, for lack of better words. So I started nutting out a few places. I've got here LA, Venice Beach, Disneyland, Universal Studios, San Francisco, Golden Gate Bridge, one of those really steep streets. I don't know if there's one street in particular that's really famous for being really steep, but I just know I have this conception that San Francisco has some really steep streets that also look over the harbour as well, which look really cool. Kind of like at the end of Pursuit of Happiness. That's got a scene with really steep streets. Back onto the topic of things. Las Vegas, just the main drag of a shitload of lights and all the razzle dazzle, all that sort of thing. And there's like a place that looks like a pyramid or something. That could be kind of cool as well. Grand Canyon for the natural side of things. Monument Valley as well would be sick. And the place that I kept on calling Heads in the Hill because it just eluded me every time. I actually asked someone the other day and they told me what it was called, and I went blank again. And it's not that I don't know the name of this place, it's just the name just escapes. Like tomorrow I'll wake up and it'll be gone again. Mount Rushmore, of course. Good place to do air guitar in front of, I reckon. Aside from that, wherever they launch the shuttles, Kennedy maybe, wherever that is, I don't know. In Chicago, like some famous, if there's any particular famous blues clubs or anything, I'm trying to think of anything in particular in Chicago that's real classic for blues. So if anyone knows what are some really classic blues clubs, because obviously that ties in nicely with the music side of things. Washington, a few classics there. Of course, the White House and the big monument and the Long Lake thing, all of that. And New York, Statue of Liberty and Times Square. Now, actually I just thought of another one. Niagara Falls could be kind of cool as well if I feel like trekking up that far. Give me some ideas. Where are some cool places in the USA that are really well-known visual, because we're talking like clips, real fast clips. So your grandmother's house might be really important to you, but in the scheme of like when people see an air guitar video. So if you watch my air guitar Europe video, you get the idea that I tried to get really famous places, as well as that I had a few not so famous, but you know, I was just trying to get as many as I could and then cut it down from there. So that's my little plan. I'm trying to be as direct as possible, LA to New York, without veering up and down too much. So obviously if I'm going to go down to Dallas and I want to do Rushmore as well, that's going to be a huge, great big S-bend. So it might not happen because I'm not going to spend hundreds of dollars just to get a shot of me doing air guitar in front of Rushmore. So I've got to keep it somewhat straight as well. But that's for me to work out. You shoot me your suggestions and that would be very much appreciated.